Okay, so it's day 2 of having laser treatment, and I just put some cream that they told me to put on. But every now and then it goes a bit yellowy, watery, which is a good sign, because it just means that the skin is healing itself. It's just annoying because like here it's like leaking a bit, and it wipes the cream off, so then you have to keep cleaning it because you don't want to get infected, and then putting the cream on it again. But yeah, it was all good. The procedure took about 20 minutes because it's only small areas. Like I had the top of my temple here, and my 2 cheeks. So it only took about half an hour really. When I got there, I thought, oh, they're gonna just put numbing cream, because that's all that I've heard from others. But no, when I got there, they were like, no, we're gonna put the anaesthetic injections in, and I was like, oh. So they put injections inside my mouth, in the cheek bit, and then one up here and one down here, and they did the same on this cheek, and then they put one injection up here and one up here, so it made all this eye a bit numb, so I couldn't raise that eyebrow, I could only raise this one, which is quite funny. And yeah, at the moment I look a bit chubby and one cheek's bigger than the other because the swelling and the numbness still hasn't gone down yet. It is going down, but it's just taken a while. So yeah, and then they gave me them injections, and then they got the laser, and he showed me everything, showed me the right measurement for the anaesthetic, showed me the laser and the different parts of the laser and what does what, which I thought that was really professional, to like reassure me that he knows what he's talking about. But I did a lot of research anyway, so some of the stuff he said I knew, which was good. I said to him, I'll make sure you get the right temperature and stuff, and he knew the right temperature and everything like that. And then he talked me through everything, and he started on this cheek, and it felt like to me, like sparklers at fireworks when they have that little spark. That's what it felt like, where it like spreads out. And then when he went to a different area, it had a bit of a burning sensation, but I couldn't really feel it because I was still a bit numb. But this cheek hurt more because this cheek was more numb than the other cheek, and I told him it was, so he gave me a bit more, and we waited a couple of minutes, but he couldn't give me any more because I think that was just the only amount he could give me in case anything went wrong or something. So that's why that cheek hurt more. But it literally was like 6 places, like zzz, 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 and then that was done. And then he moved on to the other one, which I couldn't feel a thing because it was really numb, that cheek. Up here hurt a bit more, just because I think it's thinner skin and closer to the bone. But it was alright. He kept asking me if I wanted to stop, if you want breaks, and I just said no, just go with it, because if I got him to stop, I wouldn't want him to carry on. I'd just think about it more, so I'd rather he just got on with it, and then, you know. But it wasn't that bad of a pain that I wanted to jump up and down and get out of there. Do you know what I mean? I just sort of, it was an uncomfortable pain, but it was alright. And then when it was done, he cleaned the area with this swab, because there's like bits of the skin still there and that. And so he cleaned it all up, and then he gave me a mirror to see what I looked like. And when it was being done, I thought it would look worse than it does, just because of the pain. But it actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would be. But when he showed me the mirror, I literally just burst into tears. I just could not stop crying. When I think about it now, I want to cry as well. But it wasn't because of the pain that I was crying. It was just looking at it and seeing how smooth it was, and I was just so happy with it. I just didn't realise that I'd see the results that quick, and it was just really good. Like, I couldn't believe it. See, like, there's no, I don't know whether you could see, but there's no like pitted bits. I'll put pictures of what I looked like before, if I can. But I didn't video, I just took pictures. But yeah, it was really, really good. And I knew one of the receptionists there, because she used to work at my work, and he's really good, this person who did it. He has had like 7-8 years doing it, and he has like other different clinics all in Plymouth and a hospital and stuff. So I've like done my research about him and that, because that's the thing with well, it's quite difficult when you want to get laser treatment done, is you can't really get referred. You can to like hospitals and stuff, but that will cost you a lot more, and you might be on the waiting list. Well, this is what it's like in the UK anyway. So like you sort of have to find your own place, and so I was a bit wary of that. So I went to my doctor, asked for any advice, spoke to many different doctors. Then I went on Google, because my doctor said the only one to go is in Birmingham. And I thought, oh, that's a long way if I need like other days to be doing it, like more than once. So I typed into Google, and I knew straight away ones that weren't as reliable. So I quickly just thought, no, I'm not good finding one off the internet and just risking it. So I just asked around. I phoned up through the hospital to see if there's someone who does it, who can do it outside the hospital. And this woman gave me his name. I googled about him, things like that, read reviews, saw pictures, spoke to him, and that's how I knew he was really good. And he was really good. He's really understanding and comforting, because I was crying when he showed me that mirror, and he was just like, gave me a tissue and came up to me and and said like, "Oh, you were so brave, and trust me, like that's the worst bit now and all this." So like it was just really nice. Like I just felt more at ease being there, really. But yeah, so that was yesterday. Today, last night was the first time I slept on it. Because it says in the notes that I got given I have to sleep upright. But when I woke up, I was laid on my back flat out, so I think I must have moved around in the night. But I think they only say that because of the swelling, or maybe because they don't want you to accidentally roll over on the pillow with it. But it was alright. And then I woke up this morning and it was all the cream had sort of started to go, and it felt really tight like it does now, and I had all the yellow gunky stuff on it. So I quickly went in the bathroom and washed that off with just lukewarm water and a clean flannel, and then I put cream on it, and then I just dabbed it with a dry towel and then put the cream on, and then that's it. But you do have to wash it 4 to 5 times a day, he told me, just to make sure it doesn't get infected and you clean it and stuff. So that's why it's quite good that I've booked a few days off work. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with it already, and I'll try and keep daily videos about it because I know there isn't many out there, so I like to think someone's finding this interesting.